Hey bitches, welcome to my channel. My name's Meg, and today I'm going to be doing another installment of things I hate. I meant to have things I hate be a monthly thing, and I was just going to once a month talk about things that I hate. But then I got sidetracked with my sick series and my physical health in general, so I just didn't have the opportunity to sit down and film a video about things I hate. But don't worry, there's still plenty. So also, before I get into this video, I just want to show you guys that I actually did my makeup today. A lot of times for my YouTube videos, I just get really lazy, or I have to film them really quickly when I get the opportunity to, like if I have a good chance when everyone's out of the house and I can actually talk, or someone's on a lunch break so I can actually talk and make noise. So a lot of times I don't do makeup or do very rushed makeup. I actually got makeup today. We're all done up, Sabe. 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 But I wanted to show you that before I put on my glasses, because unfortunately I need to see. And I don't do contacts because things going in my eyes terrifies me. Which I guess this brings me to the first thing that I hate, which wasn't originally on this list, but the eye doctor. Now, I'm sure they're great human beings and they serve a good cause, because I guess I want to be able to see, but at this point, do I really? I think I've seen enough. Ironically, when I was a little kid, I loved the concept of getting glasses. I wanted glasses. That was something I just felt like I needed in my life. So when I was like 8 years old and they finally told me I needed glasses, I was literally like jumping for joy. I was in the little shopping cart my mom was pushing around, getting a free ride through the grocery store. And she was like joking, calling me for eyes, and I was just hysterically cracking up. I was so excited by the fact that I was going to get to wear glasses. And then I briefly got to stop wearing them when I was like 9. But then I had to start wearing them again when I got to like 8th grade. But I just hate the eye doctor. I hate the idea of anything going in your eyes. Eye drops? Absolutely not. I will never get LASIK eye surgery. I would rather just die. I'd rather just die. I don't know what it is. It's not like I ever had a traumatizing experience regarding my eyes that like terrified me, but ever since I was a kid, the eye doctor always presented issues for me. I would freak out. I would start crying. I would have a full-blown like panic attack. Very uneasy. And now there's actually a scene in a Final Destination movie where this girl is getting like LASIK eye surgery, and it goes terribly wrong, as things do in Final Destination movies, and that just pushed me further away from the concept of ever getting anything done to my eyes. While we're on the topic of Final Destination, when people have things hanging out of the back of their vehicles, you're just casually driving on the road, you see the truck in front of you, there's like pieces of wood or furniture, stuff sticking out. Sir, we are on the highway. It's terrifying. This isn't Final Destination. I don't want to die. And while we're on the topic of vehicles, people who put those little like stickers of like their families on their car, just hinting at how many people are in the car, hinting at their cute little family, like, oh, congratulations, you guys are such a happy family, you have a sticker for each of you on the car. Imagine one of your kids pisses you off that day, so you're just like, you know what, Francine, I'm taking your sticker off the Subaru. It's not made with love anymore, baby. You divorce your husband, so you have to rip the husband sticker off your car. No. I get it's supposed to be like a cute little detail, customize your car. I just find myself being filled with distaste every time I see one of those. I just don't find those cute. I'm sorry. Why are people always everywhere when I want to film? They'll be quiet all day, and then the second Megan starts filming a video, I have to take this out. My fake septum is leaving my nose because it itches. Another thing that I hate, when you wake up before your alarm was supposed to go off, but it's like not long enough where you have time to go back to sleep. I hate this. It happens to me before work every fucking day. I set my alarm for like 6:15-ish when I work at 8, because I'm paranoid and I like to allow myself a little time, but not too much time. And I end up hitting the snooze button a couple times anyways. But I always end up waking up at like 6. And it's like that awkward time frame where like I have 15 minutes. I don't want to get up 15 minutes early, but I don't really have enough time to fully dive into sleep. And it's just really annoying. Sometimes I wake up and I just like see the sun and I'm like, go the fuck away. Absolutely not. Some people are like, I'm up when the sun's up. Fuck that. No. I wish the sun didn't wake me up every day. It's kind of disrespectful if you ask me. Now we're going to jump to the job category of what I hate. I started writing these things down literally like 5 months ago or 4 months ago before I got my job at where I work now. Now I've been working at this one fast food place for about 4 months. But at the time I wrote this, I was looking for a job. So one thing that I hate is job applications, or like trying to get jobs. A lot of places like are now hiring, now hiring, now hiring, and they have signs outside of their store saying apply online. But then you go to apply online and suddenly they're not hiring anymore. It's like magic. They see you coming and then suddenly you can't apply anymore, and it's really frustrating. And sometimes you even try and go inside to apply and they're like apply online, and then you go online and it doesn't work. Or sometimes I've applied places and then they're like, you don't meet what we want. And I'm like, you're another fast food place. I don't know what more you want from me. It's just really frustrating having to apply for places and no place is hiring you. And I live in an area where there's not a lot of places that I can realistically work that are close enough to home besides fast food places. Like there's no like good businesses I can grab at before without college, which I really didn't want to go to because I have no dreams or aspirations. I'm just trying to pay for life. And people keep reminding me, you need to get away from this fast food. You need to better yourself. Doing what? What am I supposed to do? I considered going to college for like the behavioral science field. I was told in a slightly more friendly version of this that I'm too dumb. Other than that, there's really nothing I want to do, and I'd ideally not like to be miserable my whole life working a job that I hate completely. Another thing I hate is the fact that my Bitmoji on Snapchat and my Memoji can't look like me. You know why they can't look like me? Because they don't have my hair. They offer like gradients, but they don't offer half and half hair. And that kind of upsets me. Like I get a few years ago, half and half hair wasn't as popular, but I feel like it's at least as popular as like gradient hair now, to the point where you could at least have a Bitmoji at the least with half and half hair. It's definitely the most first world problem ever, but it is kind of frustrating. Because then I have to try and pick. Do I want her blonde? Or do I want her brown? Or do I want to just throw 2 colors in there and have it not actually be my color, but like... Another thing I hate, when customers at work try and tell jokes. I hate customers in general, and I hate when they're rude and mean because we're literally understaffed, working minimum wage, trying to please you. A bunch of minors, like literal children working, and you're screaming at them as an old man or woman. People are so entitled about their fast food. But I think it's almost worse when they try and tell jokes because their jokes aren't funny. And I'm a really gullible idiot. So the other day I had this customer come through our drive-thru and be like, I have a coupon for a free slider, but I don't have the coupon with me. And I believed him because customers actually pull that shit all the time. They tell us they have a coupon, but then they don't actually have it. They just say they do so they can get something for free. So I kind of looked over at my manager. He's like, it's fine. Sliders are like $1.70 or something. They're really cheap. And it was an actual coupon that existed. So I rung it in for him, had him pull up to the window. He said something like, I know it sounds stupid. He gets up to the window. I try and hand him the stupid slider, and he's like, oh, I was joking about that. I'm so sorry. What was the point of that? What was the point of that? I know I'm really stupid and gullible, so I fell for it. But also, customers do that all the time for real. And so I feel like it's not even that far off that I believed it, because they really do that. He didn't tell me it was a joke before he got to the window. I rang it in. I rang it in for him. Then I was left there feeling stupid when he said it was a joke. I was humiliated. He was humiliated. It was all around not a good experience. I just rang him up for the slider and sent him on his way. Then I went to complain to my managers about customers, and they put me in backline because people are special. I would rather have someone scream at me about our prices being too high than try and tell me a little jokeroo. Stupid custies. You aren't funny. Stop trying to be. And we also had this customer the other day. Speaking of rude ones, it was kind of windy, so we couldn't exactly hear what this guy was saying, but he came up and yelled. I wasn't order taking, but I was listening. And they yelled, I'm not ordering, but blah, 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 blah. We couldn't tell what they said, but they weren't ordering. They were just coming through our drive-thru. And then they got to the window, and they're like, you guys gave me this, but it was burnt. Which, if you tell us our sandwich buns are burnt, we will give you a new sandwich. But he gave us the bun back. Not only did he give us the bun back, but it was like all ripped up and put in a little Ziploc baggie. Handed it to us with the wrapper, but like folded really neatly. And then a Walmart receipt, because there's a Walmart right next to my fast food place. I assume it was just an accident. But, like, just tell us. We'll believe you. Why'd you rip it up and put it in a little Ziploc bag? I think they, like, ate the meat but ripped the bun off and just tried to give it back to us. But, like, why'd you tear it to shreds? We would have just believed you. Because we're forced to. But sometimes our toasters suck, so sometimes things really do get burnt. So I would have believed them. The last thing I hate is summer. It's summer right now, and I know a lot of people get excited for summer. They have vacations, they're out of school, they have fun. I have no appeal to summer. I've never had a summer that I've genuinely loved and enjoyed. Even when I was just a youngin' and I had the summer off of school, we went on a couple family vacations and they all sucked. Because my family gets cranky really easily, me included, and we just didn't have a grand old time. It's hot, there's a lot of bugs, there's sometimes tornadoes. We live in the Midwest. Weather can be crazy, which I don't mind storms. I don't even mind a little NATO here and there, but it's just, what's the appeal of summer? And my birthday's in summer, but I also can't remember a time I've ever had like a genuinely wonderful, great birthday either, because it's always just really dramatic. Fall and spring are way better, and I just don't know anyone who likes the heat, except maybe like people who like to tan. But it's not worth it. I'd rather be a pale ghost. I do like swimming, I guess. Swimming is fun. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Swimming's fun, but it's not worth it to me. I'd rather not swim ever again. I'll take a hot bath if I'm craving being in the water that badly. Like, don't get me wrong, I also hate winter, being freezing cold. I just want to live in like an eternal fall. But that's never gonna happen. Ever. But I think I hate summer more. In the winter, you can always layer up and wear layers upon layers of clothing, hats, gloves, etc. But what can you do in the summer? Nothing. Except lay there and sweat and be miserable and pretend you're having a grand old time. And the 4th of July, lighting off explosives. Cool. Great. Parades. I've walked in a couple parades. It's really hot. That's it for this installment of things I hate. I have to pee, so I'm wrapping this up really quickly. Peace out.